staying glued to your TV screen. I hope you've been having an amazing time. And in case you're just joining me, never to worry. We still have a lot to talk to you about as regards fitness. Talking about fitness, I have in the house with me the fitness instructor, Mayowa, who is also known as Icebox Body Rocks. Yes, we've been talking about how you can put yourself in shape, put your body in shape, to fit any kind of outfit you can wear, and then the health benefit of exercise as well. Moving on, we will be talking about bridal journey. Now, the journey to being a bride and groom is one thing everybody experiences, right from your childhood. You always look forward to that day. And these are the things we look forward to on planning a wedding. What are the clothes you're going to wear? What kind of hair are you looking forward to? Who are your photographers, your videographers, your exercise routines, which brings us to how you should work out while preparing for your wedding. And the fitness instructor, of course, is still going to take us through this. So basically, Mayowa, looking at people getting married, it can be a whole load of work. I'm not married, but trust me, I have friends who get married and I see what they go through having to plan a wedding. I have actually planned my elder sister's wedding before, and trust me, she was not in the country, but I was right here. So I had to literally do everything for her. So it was looking like I was the one getting married. It wasn't really easy at all. I could literally say it got to a point I'm like, yo, I'm tired. I'm not going to do this anymore. But you really cannot help but do it. So what are the kind of fitness routine you would advise those people, taking into consideration, most importantly, that they still have to put some things into place? Yeah.
All right. So yes, it's definitely going to be the busiest time for them, like the both of them, in regards planning, like you said. So the most realistic and the most attainable way to do this is for the couple to make like an accountability pact to themselves.
Okay.
And just pick a day at the minimum that they decide to do something together. If it's dancing that they love doing, they should go dancing.
Okay.
To a dance class make it on a Saturday or something.
Okay. What if the Saturday is not available?
Yeah, those are places that offer dance classes during the week, in the nighttime. I'm just wanting something that they enjoy. I don't want something that. So that's why I wanted to access realistic and sustainable.
Okay.
Pick something that both of them enjoy. If they don't like dancing, fine, pick a sport. If they don't like doing a sport, just pick a day that they decide to do together and make them both accountable to each other. Like, if you don't show up, like, I'm going to know. If I don't show up, you're going to know. So that's so the accountability thing is going to even take them further even when they get married, because they can continue that culture together. It brings them closer together. It's, each person understands exactly how busy time is. And it's a good catch-up moment,
Oh, like,
super. Take their mind off all the stress of what's going on.
I know. And then, looking at winding off the stress, it's really very, very tricky, because sometimes they find themselves not even being able to eat. Yeah. So exercising without eating, I hear, actually has its own implications.
Yeah, it's dangerous. You got to eat for anything. Even without exercising, you just got to eat, because it's your fuel. It's what your body needs to continue. It's definitely a very, very erratic time in their lives. Okay. So that's why I said, if we can be accountable to each other and just have one bit of structure in there, like, what, if we're just going to say this to ourselves, 1 hour of 1 day of 1 week of every week, we're going to do this, and it's together, and like everything else goes on hold because of that. I think it's a really good way to put some structure and bond together.
Okay, and talking about food, is there a specific kind of meal they should take and the ones they should stay away from?
Because of how erratic the time is and how busy it is, a lot of people tend to fall into fast foods and stuff. So it's almost, I want to say they should stay away from it, but I understand how how difficult it is to not.
When you're going to get your dress, and then you just realize you've not had breakfast, and then you need to pick your bouquet from somewhere, and you just see fast food, like, okay,
you just pick something quickly,
shawarma.
So I get it. The best way to handle that is to plan beforehand, which is difficult, I know, and it's much easier said than done. But if you have an idea the day before what you're going to eat the next day, you've prepped it, you put it in the fridge or whatever, you're just going to warm it up. That's a good way to get yourself away from that. But yes, it is very hard to get that practically done. But at the end of the day, you got to minimize all the fast food stuff because it's not good for you.
And talking about, they usually, some brides usually go for fitting before their weddings. And sometimes they gain or lose extra weight by the time they try to fit in the dress. So what is usually the cause of this? Because I've been trying to...
It could be any number of things. People react to stress in different ways. Some people gain weight when they're stressed. Some people lose weight when they're stressed. So it could be any of those. It could be the stress of the event. It could be missing meals while the event was being planned. It could be, eating all the wrong stuff while you were getting ready for your wedding. So it could be a whole number of factors. It could be all those factors put together, in fact. And so it's one of those things. It's a very crazy time.
So from the professional point of view now, what would you advise? Because I'm still very keen about this. I think it's easier to lose weight than for you to gain weight during your wedding.
Okay.
What I mean by that is, if you lost some kind of weight, this can still be adjusted. You can use some pins to adjust the outfits and all. But by the time it cannot go in.
That's always a shame when that happens.
So imagine on your wedding day, the guests are waiting, like everybody's just waiting to see who the bride is, and you were struggling to fit in, like they're just trying to press the dress and see how. No, I've seen it before, actually.
Oh, wow.
I'm a makeup artist, and then when you do your makeup, and then you assist the bride in putting on the dress, and then we kept trying to put, and it was a zipper dress, so the zip was not going on, and the next thing, the zip removed.
Wow.
So we had to start looking for an alternative, get a tailor, come over, pick it up, and trust me, you really don't want to be there at that particular point in time.
I can't even imagine.
So personally, I still feel they should watch it. As much as they're trying to eat and still stay healthy towards the wedding, they should still try as much as possible to prevent what they eat, especially for that fast food that you said. Because it's really accumulating lots of calories.
It's really the worst idea.
It's a no-no. No. I hope you've been having a good time with us right here in the studio. I've been having an amazing moment with you. I really must say, and we should do this some other time.
Definitely. Thank you for having me.
Perhaps, of course, I'll be glad to have you here again. Unfortunately, we don't have any more time to spend with you. This is where we come to the end of today's segment on the bridal journey. It's been beauty updates so far, and I am your host, Zuzu Mamman. Remember to follow our social media platforms. It's Wazobia Max TV on Instagram and Twitter. I am Zuzu Mamman on Instagram and Twitter. Zuzu, ZUZUMAMMAN, showing right there on your screen. Be sure to give us your contribution on what you think about fitness and fashion, and also if you have an advice to intending couple on how to go about their fitness routine towards their wedding. All right. Until I come your way again, same station. It's bye-bye.